So when I first came out of the closet, I was single for a little while. I was kind of desperate to meet a guy and get to have some sort of romantic experiences beyond just sexual encounters. So I ended up meeting a guy, which ended up turning into like a 2 year long relationship, right? It took me a few months to have that happen. And if you want to find out how I got to this point of now we are actually swapped phone numbers, you can check out the other story about this in the playlist that I made on my account. So like I said in that first story, we had an amazing first night together. Like we did end up having some fun between the sheets, but we also ended up realizing that maybe we want to hang out more. So we swapped phone numbers and we started texting each other. We were texting all the time. We were texting sweet things. We were texting each other like pictures of ourselves that are not really NSFW. Pretty much the same types of pictures that I post on like that other platform that I have. Videos too, now that I think about it. But mainly we were just getting to know each other, like through text messaging at first. And then finally I asked him if he wanted to go like meet up and go on an actual date. And he said that he'd be down. So we met up, we went out to dinner together, and we started talking and getting to know each other more. I found out that he really likes to play volleyball. I think he lived down in like Huntington Beach. I live in Santa Barbara, and we had a lot in common. Like I surf, I love the beach, I love to play volleyball. He likes the beach, he likes to play volleyball. He doesn't surf, but like there's a lot of things that we both like together, and a lot of them included being out in nature and being at the beach. We also talked about the fact that neither of us have been out of the closet for that long, and neither of us have ever had a boyfriend before. Honestly, that was kind of an awkward conversation to be having with somebody who I didn't know all that well at that time, but for the first time in my life, I was getting to be able to be open with another human being about who I really am and like what my life experience has really been like, especially around being closeted and being a gay male. And I got to hear from somebody else the exact same thing and be able to relate to them on so many levels. So we kept talking for quite some time at dinner. Like we really took our time, right? And after that, unlike my normal way of going about things, we didn't go back and end up having some hookup. We did that plenty of other times, and I'll tell you some stories about those later. But really, this was just a really sweet moment where we got to know each other, and I first realized that this might be a guy that I actually want to like make my boyfriend. And I was interested in getting to know him more and figuring out if he really was the right guy for me. So if you want to hear more about how I like came out of the closet, how I got my first boyfriend, what that like whole experience was like, hit follow. And if you want to hear the stories about some of our other like more exciting, more type of things that I can't really post on this platform without having to be really careful about what I say about while following community guidelines, hit follow. I'll be posting those too. And if you want to hear those stories or check out some of those like things that we texted to each other, check out one of my other platforms. You might be able to find them there.